You all know what time it is. It's feedback time, where we go to a previous video and we read over your comments regarding the topic that I brought up. And like I said, a previous video. This case is my Reddit Online thoughts video. What keeps us playing? And I'm sure this is going to be very interesting. Yeah. I asked the question, what keeps you playing Reddit Online? And let's just say, not all the comments were what I was expecting or hoping for, but these things happen. So as usual, I'm going to read over most of the comments, 70-something comments. Thank you, by the way, everybody that takes the time to watch my videos, like my videos, or dislike them. That's fine, too. And also taking the time to subscribe to the channel. And for those of you that leave comments, pro, against, that's okay. It's your opinion. You have a right to it. And I'm going to try and keep this focused on comments that are revolved around the topic of what keeps us playing Red Dead Online. And we will briefly go over those other comments as well. So let's get into it, shall we? And as usual, I will not read reply comments unless it's to me specifically. But if it's people just having a conversation with each other, then that's on you. And I'll stay out of those conversations. Just try and keep it civil out there. At least try to. Okay, so let's see our comments. So see, first off, it's Riley. Hey, Riley. Not playing the game keeps me playing other games. Oh, yeah, like Rocket League and Dead by Daylight. Modern Warfare, I think she's also playing that. But one day, Riley, one day, you and Wyvern will return to Red Dead Online, hopefully whenever there's a good update, as well as reasons for you to come back. And no, there's never going to be jets in Red Dead Online. It's just a reality. Maybe one day a Pegasus or gliders or blimps. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyways. Let's see. Sean is the only Wild West game out there besides Red Dead multiplayer. There actually is a couple other Wild West PC games out there. Wild West Online, and then I think there's one other. But they're, like, compared to Red Dead Online, Red Dead Online, despite its flaws, despite its issues, still has a lot to offer compared to those other games. In all fairness, those are being done by indie developers. They got smaller staff, and Rockstar much larger. So, yeah, but there are others out there. But I see your point, Sean. Let's see, DeForest. What's up, DeForest? Let's see, I never get bored of this game. I always find new things to explore. Yesterday, I found wood chopping spot at the house near Maddox Pond, and this made me believe that properties would be coming with chores. It made my curiosity that drives me, and I just enjoy the atmosphere, the different environments. I also saw a poster in a station that was advertising traps for small animals, so I hope for future and patiently waiting for additions. I also ask myself all the time, why do they have water snakes with no real way of catching them? They have to be adding traps. If Rockstar gave us a game that we could make massive, it's just some of their ideas. Now, those are very interesting ideas. When it comes to the water snakes, I get a little paranoid when I'm fishing and I see a water moccasin swim by me, because those things are quite ferocious in real life. They're very aggressive, and I would like to be as far away as possible from water moccasins, cottonmouths, whatever you call them. Yeah, just stay away from me. But, you know what? Trapping is an interesting idea, DeForest. It is, definitely. So I'm glad to see some of you are actually interacting in a way that I was hoping for. Not everybody's going to in this feedback video, but like I said, it's fine. Everyone has a right to their opinion. Going back to Sean again, what gets me annoyed is when a new player says, quote, Rockstar has taken a long time to release the update because of the bug. Like before this pandemic, Rockstar took a long time. You're right. Rockstar has a history of delaying updates, of taking their time, getting them done. And it's for obvious reasons. They want to make sure that the update is tested properly, even though there's always bugs, glitches, and issues, and still is. But at the same time, yeah, they're not very good at getting a update out on schedule. Let's see, Vision, I stopped. At this point, nothing in this game is worth it. So that's the opinion of a lot of people right now. Hopefully that opinion will change with fixes and a future update. Hopefully. Let's see, Will. I'm an old man. I grew up in Westerns on TV. I enjoy riding my horse around the world, doing whatever I want. I slowed off a bit until the new DLC because I have enough money in gold and collections to cover everything. I got a 158-day streak going on at the moment, not anywhere near a record. I guess I'm just stubborn to let it go. Well, that's fine, Will, and I'm glad that there's still players out there that have their streaks going, even though I let mine kind of sort of take a break because I got tired of jumping on every day. Most players only have one character. I have to triple dip every day. I was having to jump on PS4, Xbox One, and PC every single day just to do at least one daily to keep the streaks going. It gets old real quick. And I'll be honest, it was a good thing I did because I feel a lot better now. I wasn't, like, the burn factor has died down for me since I stopped, and I'm happy for it. So, but for those of you that have your streaks going, you're collecting all the gold, get as much as possible for the next update, that's smart. And just like Will says, there's definitely a lot of things to Red Dead Online at the moment that keeps people playing, like just simply riding around on your horse, you know, whether it's through New Austin or the Heartlands, the Great Plains, up in Amberino. It's fantastic. Let's see, Party Pat. Every time a Tuesday comes around and there's no new info on the new update, my heart breaks a little. I honestly considered to stop my 146 challenge streak. I don't blame you on that one, Party Pat. It wouldn't be bad if the game wasn't so buggy. They can't fix the game-breaking bugs for last 2 updates. So how am I going to get my hope up for something like Liar's Dice to be added? I'm hoping that they continue to add mini games to the Red Dead Online, like Blackjack, Dominoes, Liar's Dice from Red Dead Redemption 1, as well as others like Horseshoes, Five Finger Filet. And you're right, the bugs that we still encounter do turn a lot of people off. In fact, during Friday's PC stream, we were attempting to sell the moonshine, and it took us 3 attempts throughout the stream in order for it to finally work. Like the first 2 times, infinite loading screen. I had to close the app, had to restart the game. It was annoying. And that's something that shouldn't happen when you're playing a AAA online game. So I'm hoping that Rockstar fixes that issue and all the other issues. Hopefully finally by the spring-summer update. Sooner that update comes out, the better. Let's see, Vadium, you know, I understand why they can't release an update because of the bug, but it shouldn't have been out before all this. They could have at least gave us a new Outlaw Pass. COD has a new one right after it ends. That would keep us working for something. And I did do a video about that. What was it? Last week's Thoughts video. We talked about the Outlaw Pass, the state of the Outlaw Pass, and how other games like COD or Rocket League or Dead by Daylight, their passes are more consistent. Like shortly after it ends, then within a week or 2, or shorter, even like a day sometimes, the next pass is beginning. You know, the seasons are a lot more streamlined than what we have with Red Dead Online. And as we pointed out in that Thoughts video, it's been well over a month since Outlaw Pass 2 ended. So at the very least, if they don't have plans for a spring update or they're still having issues with the new role or roles they're working on, they could just delay that till the summer. And before that, just go ahead and put out Outlaw Pass 3. It's something we talked about in that previous Thoughts video. Feel free and check it out. It's in the Thoughts playlist. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many bugs in this game right now, and it sucks. And I'm hoping that, like we keep saying and hoping and dreaming, that we get those issues resolved. I see Lotus. What's up, Lotus? What keeps me playing? Nothing. I finally let my daily streak die. Wouldn't play it until the new update comes out. And that's how I'm feeling about it, Lotus. Right now, I just felt like it was just adding to the burn factor for me personally. And that's why I felt like I had no choice but to stop doing it. And I'm much happier now not having to do it every single day. Let's see, Hank. Hello, Hank. Let's see, I took a break. I'll come back when the next major update comes out. And I think that that's what a lot of fans are doing right now. They're still loyal to the game, but obviously and understandably, there's reasons why they've taken a break from Red Dead Online, whether it's the issues in the game or they're just bored because there's nothing new. They've maxed out all the roles. There's only so much trader cells or moonshine cells you can do, or so much bounty hunting or collecting before even somebody like me who loves collecting and looting just gets tired of doing it, and you just go play something else, like a variety of other games that happen to be out there, like Warzone or Rocket League or Dead by Daylight, or the new content in Grand Theft Auto Online, even though it's not really newish. You know, they did at least add some new contact missions to Grand Theft Auto Online, and even though the payout's not very good, it's something, right? And something is better than nothing. Let's see, MDP. Hello, MDP. What keeps me playing is the elusive potential of the game achieving a level of greatness. At this point, I'm doubtful. I'm starting to believe Rockstar is using Red Dead Redemption 2 Online as a test for future Grand Theft Auto Online game, and that's why they don't fix the game problems. See, I do think that they learn from both online games, and there's definitely a lot of tools that they've brought over to Red Dead Online from Grand Theft Auto Online. And vice versa, they have mentioned something about the idea of the different role system that they could implement in a future update to Grand Theft Auto Online, like cops versus robbers. But I don't think that Rockstar, and I still believe this, I could be wrong, at least I hope I'm not, I believe that they are going to continue to support Red Dead Online, especially since we have learned that Grand Theft Auto 6 or the next Grand Theft Auto game isn't as long as we thought. It's still apparently in early development. And that means that at the moment their primary focus is still their online games, GTA Online as well as Red Dead Online. And I do have to believe that they're not going to sunset this game anytime soon. And yeah, there's obviously problems, but we just got to hope that they're going to eventually fix them. Hopefully. Let's see. Monhane. Hello, Monhane. And if I'm mispronouncing your name, I sincerely apologize. The daily challenges and stockpiling gold keep me playing despite the frustration of dealing with the bugs. And that's something a lot of players are doing right now. It's a great opportunity for you to get as much gold as possible in order to ensure that you're able to afford the content that's coming with the spring or summer update and maybe even future updates and future roles and outlaw passes. So it is a good time because there's really nothing to spend that gold on or cash on. So you might as well just save up, you know. I see Yulis. Hello, Yulis. By the way, Yulis, if I'm mispronouncing your name, feel free to always post like the correct way to pronounce it, and I'll do my best to pronounce it. Everyone else do the same thing. Hey, my name gets mispronounced all the time, so it's all fair. That's why I just let y'all call me GB. Let's see. She says, nothing. I stopped playing it and finally started playing Dragon Age Saga. Okay, I'm glad you're enjoying Dragon's Age. Hopefully you will come back once game issues are fixed and new content. Hopefully. Let's see, Jermaine. Hello, Jermaine. Let's see, a lot of things personally. I'm ranked 600 plus. Damn, man, you are committed to this game. In all fairness, I mean, I'm just as committed. I just have to spread it among 3 characters. Let's see, I still find the game super addicting. Yeah, sure, it has bugs and we need more content. We all know this, but I know the game will keep getting better, so I've been grinding for future content because it has a lot of potential. I agree. I also play with a lot of my friends, and the Red Dead Online community on Twitch is one of the best communities I've been part of. It's somewhat smaller community, so you go do a lot of streams and see some more of the same people at times across the different streams. But it helped to build a cool relationship with people, the beautiful map, roleplay, immersion, like you're actually living in the world and carving a path for your character or a second life, if you may. The hunting, playing showdowns, etc. Despite the how bad it is right now, I'm going to be playing for years to come. And I'm hoping that that's going to be the case for a lot of us, Jermaine. And I think that the YouTube community is pretty good too. I'm not trying to throw shade at the Twitch community. And I do hope that eventually more of us, content creators that cover Red Dead Online, like myself, Redbeard, Austin, Hazard, a few others, maybe we'll start, interacting more. I would like for us to maybe get together and start doing like a Red Dead podcast. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know who would host that, or maybe we would rotate it. But hey, I'm throwing the door out if anyone's interested. I'm just saying. Let's see. Star Striker. Let's see. Undeserved faith is why we keep playing. Yeah, I could say that maybe there is a little bit. Maybe we're too forgiving at times, even if we're critical. I'm still, despite the issues the game has, I still enjoy playing the game. And if I truly was 100% burnt out with this game and tired of it, I would stop playing. But that's a big reason why, like I said, I stopped doing the daily challenges because it was getting me very burnt out with it. And it's a good thing there is plenty of other games out there to play right now. So you can go and do something else entirely to step away for a minute, chill, enjoy something else, and then hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll have a new content, a new update, and reasons to get back into this game, hopefully. But you're right. Sometimes I feel like Rockstar gets more faith than sometimes they deserve. But you got to hope that by the end of the day that it'll be worth the wait, worth the faith that we put into this game, because we do have an awesome community. And I think this game deserves to survive. So hopefully it will. Let's see. Not So Noob. Hello, Not So Noob. Let's see. I only really play when there's a running Outlaw Pass. If the update is getting delayed, I'd still play if there's stuff to earn. Maybe they should do a mini pass. And like I mentioned a moment ago, that's exactly what we were talking about last week with my State of the Outlaw Pass video, is that they should break up the Outlaw Pass from actual updates. So they stagger them, right? You'll always have an Outlaw Pass running, and maybe 2 or 3 times a year you'll have an update. But you'll always have an Outlaw Pass. That way, at least players, besides the daily challenges and focusing on the roles, you also have the Outlaw Passes to grind towards. So I think that would be a smart move by Rockstar, especially if that's their intention, because like we've pointed out, so many other games have passes, but they're a lot more consistent than Rockstar currently is. Miguel, hello Miguel. Let's see, I've stopped playing for the first time 2 days ago. It's a shame. And I'm sorry that you've stopped, Miguel. I completely understand why you and so many others have. And like I said, it's okay to take a break every now and then. And hopefully by the time we get a new update, you'll come back and along with everybody else. Let's see. Chat. Hello, chat. The main reason why I keep playing is seeing how it evolves. When Heist Outlaw stuff is added to Reddit Online, hopefully we'll get a huge boost. And I still have to believe that we will get something like Heist in the future. I think it's going to be awesome when it does come out. And more roles coming sooner rather than later. So I still have not abandoned this game. And I think most of us that are still here feel the same way, and there's definitely plenty out there that would come back if it was a good update and if these problems would actually finally get resolved. At the very least, as we've been pointing out and asking for a bazillion times now, just give us different lobby types. Chax, hello Chax, from chat to Chax. I personally love the ability to make my own character and taking them from poor to nothing to all the way up to maxed out powerful character. I also quite enjoy clothing customization and PvP. So there still is content in Red Dead Online. And it would be a lot more enjoyable if we didn't have to deal with these issues in the game. As I've always pointed out, despite the problems we have in Red Dead Online, it's better now than it was during the beta period. And those of you that were around during the beta period, most of you probably agree with me. Now, not everyone's going to agree, but I think most people would feel the same way. I'll say, Thomas, hello, Thomas. The passenger train should be Red Dead's version of armored trucks in GTA. You know, it really sucks, Thomas, that they removed armored trucks from current gen. I think they're still in last gen on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, but I loved the armored trucks. And they definitely need to add the passenger trains to Red Dead Online. I think they actually, was it on PC a while back? It was reported that there were passenger trains briefly appearing. And I think it was an accident. It wasn't modded. It was just an unintentional accident. But I think that might be a future plan by Rockstars to eventually add the passenger trains for us to rob. So that would be kind of interesting. A new dynamic that they could add to the game. El Davo. Hello, El Davo. My daily challenge is streak, but nothing else. I prefer story mode. So you're keeping your daily challenge streak going, getting that gold, but you're enjoying story mode. Well, I mean, I know we constantly are critical of Red Dead Online, rightfully so. But at the very least, we have an awesome single-player game that we purchased along with Red Dead Online. Red Dead Redemption 2 is beautiful, 50, 60 hours of gameplay, a lot to do there. And that's one thing that will always make it feel like that buying Red Dead Redemption 2, no matter what happens to Red Dead Online, was worth getting. Because I loved Red Dead Redemption 1 and I love Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's see, Kenji. Hello, Kenji. I still enjoy playing Red Dead Online, even though the bugs and lack of content can be boring, but a friend started playing, so we posse up. Other than that, only Rockstar gave a crap and started listening to the players. It would be a good start. Well, I want to believe. I know there are times when it feels like Rockstar doesn't care, but as I pointed out, it is like a slow ship, and it's very slow to turn in the direction we want it to turn in. And because of the bug, a lot of Rockstar employees and a lot of employees across the world are furloughed. That's the word, furloughed. They're having to sit at home for their own safety. Hopefully we'll be getting through this soon. And it's slowing down the next update. And hopefully the next update is coming sooner rather than later. But you do point out one fact. It's just like any other game. Red Dead Online is at its funnest when you're playing with friends. When you're posseing up with friends Just like in Grand Theft Auto Online, just like in Red Dead Online, just like in most other multiplayer online games, it is at its funnest when you have friends to play with. All right, so let's see. Kiyoshi. Is that right, Kiyoshi? Okay. Kiyoshi says, I'm a bet on the next gen because Rockstar next moves, they don't give a shit about us right now. A lot of people are concerned that their focus is coming out with a next-gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2. And I don't have a problem with moving over to the next-gen for Red Dead Online. But Cyberpunk, the way that CD Projekt Red is going to do it, and they already mentioned it officially, that if you buy a current-gen version of Cyberpunk 2077 in September, that you'll be able to play it for free on next gen. And I hope that Rockstar will take notes and follow suit. I feel like they're going to try and dip again and come out with a updated next gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2 for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but they'll require us to purchase it. I hope that's not the case. I hope they make it backwards compatible, because some of us have already bought the game at least once. I've bought it 3 times now: PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and of course PC. Well, I just don't want to buy it again, you know? I don't know. I hope not. You could be right about that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see. John Cummings. Hello, John. Let's see. Boxing matches set up like a poker system, like you pay $25 to enter and do it on a tier system. Loser at whatever winner you got. Player versus player. Dull. I do the same way. Well, a boxing could be a thing. I mean, the issue that is with Rockstar Games in general, John, is, as some of you know, Melee has always been kind of their weaker thing. I mean, Warriors was okay for the most part, and Red Dead has always done a little bit better job with Melee than, say, GTA. And Red Dead Online's Melee is considerably better than GTA's Melee. It would be interesting to see kind of like some like Fight Club-esque matches between players. That would be interesting, but they would have to make disability of the ability cards, and where it's just fisticuffs, some fist on fist action. No knives, no cheating. Next we go to Cheater. Hello, Cheater. Great video. Couldn't agree more with everything you said. One main reason why I love this game is the open world. Playing this game with a solo lobby makes you realize how good it is when it works, but definitely needs more regular updates. Players love this game that much, they fly through the new content when it becomes available. On a side note, I really would like the circus added, a circus with Miss Margaret, the lovely Miss Margaret, and her attractions, right? I think it would be really fun. There's so much you can do in this game mechanics already in the game, like knife throwing, tightrope walking, rodeo-type clowns, maybe even turn into some sort of role. I really love this game, and it has so much potential, as you've highlighted in your video. I just hope Rockstar are as enthusiastic as fans such as you and many others. Keep up the great work, my man. Well, thank you very much, Cheater. I appreciate that. Papa Slaw. Hello, Papa. Let's see, I'm just trying to reach 1,000 gold bars. You're at 792. Nice. Very nice. So if they don't fix anything by the time I reach my goal, I'm just going to let my streak die. Well, hopefully by the time you reach 1,000, or hopefully before, we'll finally have some new content. At least I hope that's the case. Let's see. Rock and Roll. Hello, Rock and Roll. Snickering when you said faith was a treat. I know. Images of Dutch coming in your head, right? You just got to have faith. Let's see. I just started 2 weeks ago, and honestly, I love RP aspect of it. Just enjoying creating my own character and giving them life. I happen to love Western themes, and of course, playing one of my favorite games with friends is a bonus. I don't endorse respectless behavior of cowards shooting me when standing here in the catalog, but there are a lot of sweethearts around too. Yeah, I feel like Rockstar should make players go passive when they're reading the catalog and fishing. I think that should be a given, because you're defenseless. You're completely defenseless when you're fishing as well as reading the catalog. So, yeah, I wish they would do that, but as of right now, they haven't. Maybe in the future they will. I'm sure that's something that people have suggested. Let's see, an edit from you as well. Big fat yes on hardcore PvP lobby, because of how the hell is it fair that I need to do dailies that include things that I literally cannot do because the game pairs me versus players on levels I can barely touch. That shit is infuriating. And I completely understand, Rock. And yeah, I do think that there should be a better system in place that puts you up against people in the same skill set, like lower ranked players versus lower ranked players, mid-tier versus mid-tier, and of course, top tier players versus top tier, because it really does give lower players of lower rank and skill and experience a disadvantage against the higher ranks. Blue Nova Corgi, I love horses, so I played just to get some good photos of your horse. I bought the gray speckled horse and named him Legal Fee. The hunting is kind of fun at times. Well, I'm glad you enjoy horses, and I'm glad you're able to enjoy taking photos of your horses, Blue Nova Corgi. And it's always good to try and find something enjoyable to do in the game, even if there's lack of content and a lot of issues that we have to contend with. Mike, hello Mike. Hi GB. I'm dealing with the personal issue as well as working a very stressful grocery store job. I play Red Dead Online to escape from the cruelty of the real world. It's perfect therapy for me, and that's when other players aren't griefing, killing me. Yeah. Let's see. Then again, killing players who are attacking me can be quite therapeutic as well. As long as they're playing fair and not griefing with explosive ammo and lassoing you because they're losing. So I agree, Mike. And a lot of you right now working in lots of industries are still able to work. Very stressful right now, especially with what's obviously going on in the world. And it's good to have escapisms like TV shows, movies to watch, comics to read, or books, as well as video games to play, because they are forms of entertainment as well as escape. And that's one thing about Red Dead Online, despite its issues, it's still a beautiful world for us all to escape into. Dark Web, hello Dark Web. Multiple objectives like GTA. I'm set on GTA for new DLC, but I just started Red Dead as well as issues there just like GTA, so I'm used to it. Keep up the good video, bro. Well, thank you very much, Dark Web. Very much appreciated. See, Bettin Shows. Hello, Bettin. Or Bet On Shows. It's Bet On Shows. Well, let's call you Bet. Hello, Bet. At this point, I rather peel onions than play Red Dead Online, but hey, still waiting for DLC, so things could change. Press X to doubt. Well, Bet, I sincerely hope that things do change and get better, but I'd rather play Red Dead Online than peel onions, because peeling onions makes me sad. Next is David. Hello, David. I'm still here since the beta, ever since I first saw the world. I love spending time in it. Getting surprised by amazing sunrise over the mountains is what keeps me coming back. Plus, I love the hunting when you can get it. Yeah, whenever the animals are actually spawning. We do need new content right now, though. I agree, David. And yes, this is a very beautiful game. And the thumbnails I do for my live streams are because, A, it looks cool, and I like having, a theme to my streams when it comes to the thumbnails. And I always try to make sure it's a beautiful shot. You know, a beautiful image of the mountains or a valley or water or the rivers or our town or something. And it's so easy to go into this game and just get some beautiful screenshots because of how gorgeous it is. And you're absolutely right about that, David. Let's see, Karunzi. Hello, Karunzi. Let's see, quote, like a big giant slow ship turning in the right direction. This did not end well for the Titanic, GB. Hey, too soon, Karunzi. Too soon. Anyways, let's see. 1, I really like this game. 2, my connection to both my characters. 3, it can be a relaxing experience sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. See, 4, keeping your daily streak going. 5, grinding so much since the beta that I need to believe this game is going somewhere. And that's an important factor. A lot of us have been playing this game for a while now. Now, a lot of you are new to Red Dead Online, and I welcome you all that are new. But there are those of us that have been playing since the beta, and we've invested a lot of time into this game. And so I guess we have an emotional attachment to it. We want it to succeed because of the amount of time we spent in this world and ranking up our characters and whatnot. So obviously we have a vested interest in the game succeeding. We generally want it to succeed. We want Rockstar to turn the game around. We want the fixes done. We want new content, new roles, new passes. We don't want the game to die. Even if right now there's a lot of us that aren't playing the game, you still very much would like to come back to the game because of the potential the game has, and with the fact that we've already put a lot of our, time, effort, blood, sweat, tears, and love and salt into Red Dead Online. At least I know I have. Let's see. Next, we go to Tank Engine Jr. Hello, Tank. Let's see. Well, what keeps me playing is the fun, I guess, whether I'm doing PvP or just shooting up a town. It's fun, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. I like this online Western sandbox where I can make new friends and play with old ones. It just doesn't get old for me. There has plenty of stuff to keep me satisfied for now, as much as I want a new update. If I get bored, a slow pace of hunting, I could switch over to bounties for more fast-paced experience, or I could relax and go around collecting while my moonshine trader goods produce. And I think this video sums it up very well. Well, thank you very much, Tank. And that's right. There is, despite the fact we're still in what I would like to believe the early days of Red Dead Online, and we're patiently waiting for more roles, properties, even hopefully heists to come to Red Dead Online. There's still a lot more to do right now than there was during the beta period, like the roles. And yeah, I mean, there's an obvious reason why people are still playing, even though we're having issues to deal with and patiently waiting for new content. Let's see, Endless Synthwave. Hello, Endless. Let's see, for me, what keeps me playing is the daily challenges. Also, I don't want any other game to play that interests me other than Warframe, which is a dumpster fire at the moment. I've heard that was the case, but I've been playing Streets of Rage 1, 2, 3 because that's how boring gaming is right now. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different games out there for a lot of different people's tastes. And, you know, obviously one game that appeals to us, at the very least, is Red Dead Online. But fortunately, even if there's a dull moment in Red Dead Online for you personally, there's obviously other games that each of us can go and play. Like I've been pointing out, I've been playing other games like some Dead by Daylight, even trying to get better at Rocket League with Riley. I'm not the best player, but I'm getting better, so that's a positive. Let's see, Red Dead Your Mom. What's up, Red Dead? Let's see, haha, nothing. I've stopped. Well, hopefully, Red Dead, you will get back into playing Red Dead Online once we get more content. Let's see, Scott McNeil. Hello, Scott. Great video, GB. Thank you, Scott. Let's see, I fell in love with the first Red Dead Redemption, as did I, and never played online until Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. Life is crazy for me, which leads me to, see, I only get to play twice a week, so I go through the content slower than most, which to me is a good, because I'm still able to finish the Outlaw Pass, enjoy going through the roles at a leisurely pace. At one point, I was loading in before work to keep my daily streak going, but I gave that up because I really don't have to do it. And, you know, that's an issue because people have stuff going on in their lives, work, school. Well, for those of you able to go to work and school right now and other things. But for me, you know, it also was feeling like a chore doing it, you know, 3 times a day. And for anyone that even is just doing it 1 time a day, it feels like a chore because you have nothing that you're, no actual goal in sight except for whatever's coming in the next update and next Outlaw Pass. So it's understandable why a lot of people have simply just let their streaks go for the time being. Let's see, Caleb. Hello, Caleb. How's it going? Let's see, I have hope for it too. Heck, if I was able to play online, I'd probably be the only thing I played. That's why I appreciate your channel, because you're one of the few only people I've seen who still thinks it has potential. Well, Caleb, there's a lot of people that think it has potential, but at the same time, there are those out there that have written off Red Dead Online at the moment. And I hope they're wrong. I sincerely do. I hope that Rockstar hasn't abandoned this game, and I feel like they haven't. I have no proof one way or the other, except for the fact that it seems like their focus right now is Red Dead Online as well as Grand Theft Auto Online. And the next GTA is obviously a long ways off. It's possible they might be working on something else, like hopefully a Bully 2. But I do think that they probably have not completely left Red Dead Online in the dust. And I do appreciate you, Caleb, and everybody else taking the time to watch my content. Let's see, Danushka. Hello, Danushka. See, I would like to be able to ride a cow, just focus on daily challenges and collections, then hop off. I do want different mount types. I know some people don't like it, okay? People, they don't like it when I bring up the mythical mounts or crazy mounts, but I just want silly mounts in the game. It's an online game. It's okay to get ridiculous, and eventually I think it will. I mean, the Horses of the Apocalypse, I think they'll re-add those eventually. I think they're going to add the Unicorn eventually. And like I mentioned, the multiplayer horses from Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. Well, not horses, but like the bull, the bison, the donkey. Maybe they'll give us a chance to purchase the mule and the donkey as well. A lot of you want that. Maybe a Pegasus for people like Riley. You know, she would love to have a Pegasus in the game because she likes flying. And I know, at the moment, it's all about the realism of Red Dead Online, but I think eventually whether you like it or not, the fact is I think eventually it's going to go in that direction. I know some of you don't like it. That's just my prediction, for better or worse. It can be done right, but it can also be done wrong. Like case in point, the broomstick in Grand Theft Auto Online and the orbital cannon. Yeah. Let's see, Davila. Hello, Davila. Honestly, I'm about to quit soon and wait for Outlaw Pass 3. I also want the Irvin coat. Legit, the only coat I want in the fucking game. And guess what? It's limited stock item because, of course, it is. Davila, I do my Tuesday, event week videos, yes. And if it ever does come back into rotation, I will definitely let you and everyone else know. And there's some select items that are limited stock because in rare pixels Rockstar has to mine for. Very rare. But whenever it does come back in stock, obviously I will let you and everybody else know via my Tuesday event week videos. And hopefully you and everyone else will have reasons soon to come back to Red Dead Online. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Let's see. Freddie Bear. Hello, Freddie Bear. I do awards. There are over 500 categories to reset and complete. So that keeps me busy since the early beta days. And there's a lot of players out there that all are about the rewards, maxing out the rewards. And I just do them casually. If I happen to get to the point where I can reset an award and get 40 nuggets of gold out of it, then yeah, there's some more gold in my pocket. But I'm just not an achievement hunter, as they say. But I'm glad that there are some of you out there that do like trying to max out as many of the awards as possible. Let's see, Sinister. Hello, Sinister. This game has so much potential, but it's taken too long for an update. Bonus roll XP and other discounts isn't cutting it for you. I keep playing because I like the scenery and open world missions, and that's how a lot of us feel. And as I've pointed out time and time again, I feel like Rockstar needs to consider doing a better job with the event weeks, along with roll XP bonuses and XP bonuses. They should always have something that has cash and gold boost to it as well, like stranger missions, or bounty hunting, or like regular missions, etc. So they always need to have something like XP boosts, money boosts, and gold boosts in every single event week in Red Dead Online. And at the very least, that adds a little something for players to come in and do, whether it's free roam missions, free roam events, or just the regular Land of Opportunity missions. Next we go to Carlos. Hello, Carlos. Lol, I get you. I stopped playing the dailies because sometimes I just dive in to relax, ride, and collect, appreciate the now abundant animals, even in full lobbies, and log off after 2 hours. Don't do challenges unless they're easy. I guess it is the way that the world is built regarding the details and the variants. You can do the same exact same routines and nothing happens the same way. Cheers. Well, cheers to you as well, Carlos. Toast Track Man. Hello, Toast Track Man. I keep playing because I have hope that bigger and better things will come to the game, and I've always loved the Westerns. Also, I think it's a beautifully designed and relaxing way to play, and that's how myself and many others feel about the game as well, Toast Track. CNO! Hello, CNO. I play story mode and only watch your videos. Well, at the very least, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and streams, and hopefully, just hopefully, a future update will entice you to come into Red Dead Online, along with the fixes. Victory Saber. When the bugs aren't affecting a total experience, it's not bad. I usually log on for the dailies, try to get 5-10 gold in an hour or so, but after I get bored because I don't need to loot, I enjoy more if I could figure the cycles of the map online. At least I'm trying to save up sets for the update, and it just keeps my streaks going. I'm past 600 gold, $30,000 in loot, so I'm not in any need, and unlike some, I did the saving after buying everything I could. All guns, ability cards maxed, pamphlets, full stables of the best horses, the top tack and stuff. When the new update comes, I'll be more than ready for it. My issue here is the new stuff sounds kind of silly. I have no interest in photos. Yeah, Pest mentioned that in Discord, that I guess the inside baseball is that we are actually going to be getting a photography role. It's not confirmed yet. But I feel like they're going to have to put it together with 1 or 2 other updates, similar to the Frontier Pursuits. Because if they just do a photography role by itself, I just don't think that's going to appeal to enough people. Because to be honest, the camera in the game is not very good. And I realize it's quote-unquote time period appropriate, but I just don't like it. I'd rather just do screenshots if I want images, especially for my thumbnails. Let's see, Red. Hello, Red. How's it going? There is some charm to Red Dead Online. Is one of those games for me personally is more calm and relaxing. Maybe that's what keeps it there collecting dust when I'm bored of my racing games, Reddit Online, and Need for Speed, or No Man's Sky. Okay, yeah, No Man's Sky. See, Reddit Online and No Man's Sky are the games to pick, and I need to get back in No Man's Sky with you, Red. I keep meaning to, but I get distracted. So maybe eventually I'll jump in and check out the new mechs and those new living ships in No Man's Sky. So I'm glad that they continue to support No Man's Sky. Let's see, Mindful Deduction. Hello, Mindful. Let's see, invite-only servers from me is the only thing that will bring me back and keep me playing. Love the game environment. Hate the griefers in PvP. I know at least 10 people who would come back and play it if it had private servers. Yeah, it definitely needs different lobby types, Mindful at the very least. I don't know if they're ever going to change the server system. Right now it's peer-to-peer, which is unfortunate. It's the cheapest way to go. And I don't think we're ever going to have private servers. But at the very least, they should give us different lobby types. Let's see, Martin. Hello, Martin. I just don't see the point in playing Reddit Online because of the issues of getting bored, hitting the same stuff every day. Rockstar will not put as much effort in Reddit Online as they have in Grand Theft Auto Online. If I want my Western fix, I'll just replay story mode again. But if Rockstar fixes the game and also adds content, I'll come back to Reddit Online. I hope, Martin, you and everybody else does. I do feel like Rockstar will be putting effort into Reddit Online because right now, Grand Theft Auto Online, in all fairness, has been around for a while now. It's been around for nearly 7 years since launch, October 2013. And obviously, Rockstar's added a lot of content to GTA Online. So, yeah, I think that they're going to add more content, at least hopefully for another year or two or more, depending on the success of the game. But I do hope that you and others eventually have reason to come back. Let's see, Sergeant I haven't played in Reddit Online in months. And I know a lot of people feel that way. And I hope that there is an update that comes sooner or later that brings you and many others back to the game. Gorlock the Great. Hello, Gorlock. For me, it's the hope that one day Red Dead will eventually be what Grand Theft Auto Online has become. I don't get to enjoy GTA because I'm broke and don't enjoy the grind in that game. But if I just stay on top of my streaks and stay rich enough to enjoy every piece of content. Yeah, Gorlock. And that's the way I kind of look at it. Similar to the path that GTA has gone from 2013 to present. And I think that's the way Red Dead Online is going to go. I don't think it's ever going to be as big or as successful as GTA, obviously, but I think it can be big enough and successful enough in its own right. Fat Chinese Gaming. Hello, Fat. How you doing? As a content creator, Rockstar editor would be 100% bring me back to the game because of, for now, even daily challenges no longer interest you. Don't want to play a game because it just want to get on the daily done. Yeah, it does feel like a chore, Fat. I agree entirely. Rockstar Editor would help any Rockstar Editor make great content, just like for Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. And not just for content creators, but for those of you out there just like making machinimas or just really awesome images, that, the Rockstar Editor is awesome in GTA Online. And I have to believe that eventually Rockstar is going to give us a version of the Rockstar Editor for Red Dead Online as well. At least I hope that they will. I had to go get another bottle of water. Okay, so back to it with Daniel. Hello, Daniel. The promise of potentially a great game one day. I mean, it's already a great game, but the problems that have got me playing less and less each day. So I play for the possibility that one day I will be able to play because I want to and when I want to in the game. Let's see, because right now it's a crapshoot every time I log in. So what I do is log in. The first time it gives me any problem, I make sure I have one daily done. Then I log off. That's what a lot of people are doing, Daniel, so I don't blame you on that. But if it becomes more stable, expect me to be on parties a lot more. Yeah, on the prairies. Yes, words. But yeah, I agree. I just hope that it does give us more reason to play the game, to want to jump in the game, to be excited to jump in the game. And part of the thing that really turns people off right now are the problems in the game. Let's see, Bob. Hello, Bob. And guys, can I ask y'all a favor? I do appreciate you all interacting with me, and I try to interact with you as well. But if you got a lot to say, could you please paragraph it so it's a little bit easier for me to read? Thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see. There were a lot of great ideas mentioned in this video. Well, thank you, Bob. I haven't touched the game in a month or two. However, I would absolutely like to come back. One idea I thought would be really cool is if they put an added cryptic creature that players could hunt. Let's see, I could see them incorporating a cooperation aspect of this idea and making it similar to Raid Boss or something akin to it. I'm not too sure how this would make, but it obviously depends on the implementation. I, for one, would like to see them implement a creature like a werewolf. Yeah, a werewolf or a Sasquatch or Chupacabra or something like that. That would be cool. Let's see, I fondly remember playing a game when I would turn in at night, how eerie it would become when the thick fog rolls in, how much darker the woods become at nightfall. Yeah, just like down in Lemoyne in the swamp in story mode with the night folk. They're so freaking creepy. Let's see, the overall ambience is really thrilling and immersive. The oftenest leaves me wishing that there was some sort of mythical beast inhabiting the more secluded areas of the map, patiently waiting to pounce on unsuspecting travelers and midnight hunters. Outside of werewolves, they could certainly add some of the creatures. Yeah, exactly. Like the Native Americans would talk about, for example, what is that one creature that... the Wendigos. The Wendigos. That's another option, along with Sasquatches. The list goes on and on. So there's a lot of great mythical creatures out there they could eventually add like that, bub. Let's say it'll be a giant content drop. I'm not sure how well the content would age. It would just still be a fun dynamic that would just occasionally pop up, especially at night in Red Dead Online. And I think that would be cool. I think that would be a good idea. Great ideas, bub. And everybody else. Michael. Hello, Michael. I just play Red Dead Online just to grind the game. Doing bounty hunting missions, trying to get all the collections as well, 140 of them, and the daily challenges. And yeah, a lot of people still have reasons to play the game, obviously. You know, despite it not having as much new content and issues, there's still things that keep people like Michael in the game and coming back. See, Euphoria. Hello, Euphoria. Of course, fixing the bugs and all, but I really just hope that they add content roles on par with GTA's. I mean, yeah, it is their moneymaker. But I mean, come on, they literally been racking in millions, billions, Euphoria. But give this game some treatment. It really does deserve some. It has so much potential. I agree. Next, Mr. Young. Hello, Mr. Young. I just watch you guys in the Red Dead Online community. Not a hater of Red Dead Online because I think I've sunk about 200 hours, probably more in it. Level 200 plus. Not sure my exact level anymore because I haven't played the game in a very long time. And I don't think I'll be coming back anytime soon. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Young. I hope you do consider coming back in a future update. I just watch and see if anything new comes up in Red Dead Online. Also, too many other good games to play. And that's a reality. There's a lot of great games, old and new and upcoming, that are always coming out. So there's always plenty of games for us to play, especially if you're getting burnt out with a game specifically. Let's see. B&O, Nino. Hello, BN. Let's just call you BN. Red Dead Nightmare 2. Yeah. I mean, like a Halloween-themed update. That's something I definitely would like to see in October. You know, themed around Undead Nightmare, as we talked about before. I think it's a good idea. I like it. Let's see. Summer McFly. McFly! Let's see. God, I just need a heist. Yes, a heist is a great idea for a future update. That's something a lot of us would love to see, is a potential heist update. As we've talked about a few times, the idea of, for example, you know, like bank robbing, train robbing, stagecoach robbing, as well as a riverboat robbery. That would be freaking awesome. Let's see, later, Carey. What's up, Lady Carey? Let's see, my friends convinced me to come back in waving private sessions under my nose. They taught me how to make a private invite-only session, and the game works so nicely for them. There are still the random disconnects and occasional moonshine cell black screens. Yeah, infinite loading screens like I experienced Friday. Yay. So you endure Marcel talking for a good, 5 weeks without a skip option, only to get the infinite loading screen. Thanks. Let's see, but everything else seems to work beautifully. I rediscovered my love for the game and have been playing every day 6 to 8 hour sessions at night. Nice, Lady Carey. Very nice. I have more gold and money than I know what to do with, but playing this game with my friends in the private sessions is really enjoyable. Even if I do solo collections, I'm still enjoying the time I'm playing. I've also found a few role players on the PlayStation 4, and it's really fun to play with them. Well, I'm glad you still find reasons to play the game, Lady Carey. And for the record, I hope that Rockstar does add different lobby types. It's something we've been asking for. And I don't think that you should have to go through all these steps just to get a private lobby. I think it should just be an easy thing to do. You know, you simply select a friend lobby or posse lobby, invite lobby. Let's see, continuing for those that want to get into a private session, it takes 2 people in voice chat. Okay, so I'll leave that up there on the screen. You guys can read that. If you want to know how to do it yourself, Lady Carey has left that right there for you to read. Pause the video if you want to read it yourself. And thank you, Lady Carey, for that. See, and finally, Demon Dog. Hello, Demon Dog. Just face the facts. Reddit Online is still in beta for next-gen consoles, just like GTA didn't really get much until PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC. Also, if you think that the hype behind the backwards compatibility won't work for Steampunk 2077, Reddit Online and another big title that I can't recall at the moment. So if you love Red Dead Online and buy PlayStation 5, you'll have to buy a new copy. We will get Heist next gen, but not before. Cool video. Well, Demon Dog, I would like to believe you were wrong about that, but before you get salty with me and send the dogs after me, if we go by Rockstar's track record and Take-Two's, I think it feels like more of a Take-Two influence. I fear that you could be right, that we may have to buy yet another copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. I hope not, because I think that just like with what they're doing over at Cyberpunk 2077 with CD Projekt Red, I feel like that's the right way to go by the customers. But you could be right. And there is truth to what you're saying, that they may plan on doing even more with Red Dead Online for next gen, which means eventually they may stop making content altogether for Red Dead Online on current gen for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which would be sad and absolutely appalling, because the truth is PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 were literally reaching the limitation of their lifespans. That's why Rockstar stopped updating those on last gen for GTA Online after ill-gotten gains part 1 and 2. There's just only so much that they could do with those consoles compared to current gen. And maybe they're reaching the same limitations with current gen when it comes to Red Dead Online going into next gen. I honestly don't know. I hope that they continue to update everything like current gen, next gen, and PC. But that just remains to be seen. And like I said, I still hold out hope that Red Dead Online will get better. That maybe some of you could make the argument, just like Demon Dog said, that this is still, quote-unquote, a beta period. Maybe the beta period a year ago was actually the alpha period. And hopefully, just hopefully, Rockstar, if someone at Rockstar is listening, follow CD Projekt Red's move. You know, follow their example and give us the option, if we've already purchased the game for Xbox One and PlayStation 4, to simply get a backwards compatible version on next gen, so we don't have to drop an additional $60. I know. I'm sure no one's listening to me when it comes to that. Money talks, right? The corporate suits up at the top of Take-Two and the ivory towers aren't listening to little old you and me. But at least we try, right? But anyways, thank you so much to everybody that took the time to leave your comments to this feedback video. And I sincerely hope that there is more content coming and fixes to the game, and will give more players reason to come back to Red Dead Online. Until then, the rest of us will continue playing Red Dead Online, come hell or high water. And hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be getting a new update with fixes, a new Outlaw Pass sooner rather than later. And as always, your comments, your suggestions, your thoughts about what you would like to see for future roles, content in general, welcome below in the comments section.